Nowadays, Glenda McCauley is able to get to her barn to feed her horses, but over the last few weeks, that wasn't always the case. The Caribou Marsh senior and her wife were recently snowed in at their rural home after a record-breaking snowfall in Cape Breton.
Two of these are big, heavy horses, and easily could bring the barn down if they got restless or panicky. But I opened the door and they were just standing here, like as they usually do, waiting for their breakfast.
McCauley was stocked up on hay, feed, and food, and a wood stove kept her warm. But she ended up running out of one necessary supply.
So I was a week without medication. And people would offer to bring it, but they couldn't get up the driveway.
McCauley now wants governments to re-examine their advice leading up to major storms.
I think that 72 hours really isn't long enough. I mean, you see how fast 72 hours passes when, like, our just recent experiences. Like, we were stuck here for almost, best part of 2 weeks, really, before we could live normally.
A Dalhousie University professor specializing in emergency preparedness says the minimum 72-hour guidance is problematic. He says some events last longer than 3 days, and not everyone has the time, money, or ability to prepare.
The question is 72 hours really an appropriate benchmark by which people should sort of think about being able to look after themselves? So I think that's a question. I'm not sure the government has asked it all that much, but I think they should ask themselves this question.
Government officials say 72 hours is the estimated time it would take emergency responders to reach someone in need. The messaging was established in 2006 by Public Safety Canada. Both Nova Scotia and Ottawa say there are currently no plans to change the 3-day minimum guidance. Instead, they encourage people to prepare themselves for longer periods when possible, and based on the individual needs of each household. Erin, Pottie, CBC News, Caribou Marsh.